Hey fam, welcome back to another episode of I'm Telling You.
I'm telling you.
As always, your amazing, antics-filled, goofy, dad awesomes, super cools host. Dude, I know she keeps doing stuff. We got to do more. We got some pizzazz.
Don't worry about what she's doing.
Yeah, but as always, your host, Philly D.
Mr. Gemini.
Clickety-clack, a fact-checker, JD.
See, now she's rhyming it too. See, we got to step up our game. We got to step up our game. If you want us to step up our game, send us an email at ity@directionsinmusic.org. Yeah, you can hit us up individually as well. We got Philly D, PHILLYD @directionsmusic.org.
Or Gemini.
You gonna do the robot?
No.
GEMINI
@directionsinmusic.org.
Yeah, and for our first-time listeners, this is a 30-year friendship of us talking, cracking jokes, dad jokes, movie quotes, music.
Oh, more than that.
We talk about everything.
Everything.
Quantum physics, spirituality, what we did for the weekend, why I'm awesome at golf, because, it's just what we do. And we got a fact checker, so when we come with some BS, she rectifies instantly. No more do we have to come back and make amends. We have to come back 3 or 4. Remember 3 or 4 episodes ago?
We can make amends right now.
Yeah, we do it right here, right now, live in the mix. But yeah, no, we want people to continue the conversation. We want to start conversations. We want to talk about stuff that
we didn't want to do anything at first. We just wanted to see what would happen if we allowed a conversation to go on and just hit record and hopefully eventually forget that you're talking on a mic at all.
This is when we stop being polite and start getting real.
That's what you always joke, but yeah.
Yeah, because it's the real world. Yeah, that's where we really get into it. But that's true though, because so when we say the conversations that nobody else is having, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's taboo. We're not necessarily doing political or religious or something like that. It could be just as simple of being neighborly and what it means to do that. We'd having that conversation, or hey, why aren't we discussing more our ability to advance our technologies? We're putting all of this money from different budgets into this, that, and the other. It's why aren't we putting it into more R&D stuff? It's having those kind of conversations. Why isn't spirituality more accepted, and what can we do to promote more positivity in mankind? We just having conversations, man.
Word. It's kind of hard to put anything on it.
I think I just did. Again, I'm always doing that.
Right.
What? What? It's all good.
It's all good.
Yeah, and we got new studio digs, modified some stuff a little bit, made it a little bit more advantageous for face-to-face one-on-one. It's kind of funny. We've been doing this for a while, and we're finally back face-to-face, because we were talking earlier about how we used to do that. Originally when we first started, we also had way crappier equipment. We started with lapel mics and stuff, but it really promoted the ability for us to actually have face-to-face communication.
Still better than nothing.
Yeah, well, and then
use a phone or.
Yeah, we were using a phone, doing voicemail recordings.
To try and just use a phone. So it was still better than that, but not by much.
Yeah, no, it's true. It did pick up. And then, we got software and stuff, and I can clean up and filter out and whatever. But yeah, now we're just at a place where we have actual decent equipment. We got a full setup where we now have table. We can eyeball each other.
I love table.
I love lamp. I love floor. Yeah, it's great. Well, it's our, as we evolve, because this is the thing I'm always talking about is as we evolve internally, as we grow, as we do self-reflection, as we kind of go back and look at things and see where can we, learn from it, move forward. As we do that internally, we become stronger, more solidified in who we are, and we can take solace in that. As we do that externally, things also kind of transpire in that fashion. So as we kind of clean up ourselves and become more awesome on the inside, externally things become more cleaned up and more awesome. So, as we've evolved, the show has as well. You can see that, I think, and that's a beautiful thing. I'm really happy about that.
Yeah.
That's all you. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
Welcome to the party, pal.
When you start talking about the here and now, like what we're doing, I just get lost in it for a minute.
66 times in the head.
I feel like I'm looking at a mirror when you're asking, about what we're doing here.
We look nothing alike. How's this looking in the mirror?
Ouch, man.
Well, I didn't say we didn't look like both unattractive or not. Like, we just don't look alike. We can both be attractive and not look like each other. Jeez.
I'm not talking about each other. Anyway.
He instantly goes right there, man. See, this is not just me. You know what I mean? Like, you're doing it too. Like, what's up, bro? Do you let some stuff out? Like, do you need the work? Like, come on, man.
All.
We're here to listen, man. Let's open up.
What are we opening up about?
The phone lines are open. Call in now. Yeah, come on, bro. What's up?
Yeah, maybe one day.
No, how are you? What's going on? Are you good? Is everything happy?
Yeah, it's good.
Do you love life?
Always.
I mean, I know you love table and lamp, but do you? Why is that funny?
Always love life.
You should, right?
Right.
Like, I mean, I've had recently, I think more than anything, I've had these things going on where normally it really just promotes the idea of being negative and allowing yourself to get like into this spiral of negativity. And instead of doing that, as what's the thing I say to you? Let's be appreciative of what we have as opposed to, ruining what we don't. So instead of sitting here and being all angsty about what I don't have, let's focus on what I do have and really be, appreciative of that. So with some stuff that's been going on, it's like, it's really been nice to be able to draw from that and take away really in that kind of a fashion, the ability to say, yeah, this is some stuff that it's like, I got to work through or deal with and whatever else. However, I'm given the opportunity to grow. I'm given the ability to be a better person. So, I'm finding ways to be more appreciative of what I have, even in light of supposed like negative events or, just in general. Like, it's, I've been doing well with it, You gotta keep your focus that way.
Just appreciate the ride sometimes,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, dude, for so long I was so focused on trying to control everything. We were talking earlier about fake it till you make it. I was so set on being bigger, better, badder, the next biggest, awesomest.
Is there a rhyme that goes with stumble? Because I think that's more my pace.
Hey, whatever your speed is what it is, right? Because like your journey is supposed to be your journey, whatever that time frame is, all that kind of stuff, right? But mine was what it was, and yeah, I spent so long trying to control things around me as opposed to trying to control myself. You know what I mean? Like, so I was so focused on the external world and manipulating and being a part of and getting what I wanted out of it, as opposed to really looking internal, collecting myself, being focused and truly okay with who I am, to take solace in being me, to be able to wake up, look in the mirror, and give myself that sexy nod and just be like, yeah, bruh, right? I do. But that's that fake it till you make it. I have to be able to focus that way. And yeah, I've done it where it was like douchebaggery, but then I got to a place where, I want to do it being me, positive, peaceful, loving me, and that's where I'm at now. So that's my focus. So, I still kind of fake it till you make it, just stay focused on what I want to be, but be appreciative of where I'm at and what I've been afforded to get here and to where I'm going. So it's definitely been
you've been tempered by your circumstances and
stone sharpening stone kind of a thing. Yeah, I get that.
Well, time and pain are the best teachers.
If you allow them, they can be. That's the thing, is you can lead a horse to water. Doesn't mean they're going to drink it. That's why I'm like, this is your journey.
It's water. Drink it.
It's going to take your time frame to do it. It's going to take your choices, your experiences, your outcomes. You have to learn your way. While you and I might derive at the same outcomes at the same time or different times, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't, because what you're supposed to do is what you're supposed to do, and what I'm supposed to do is what I'm supposed to do. And both of those are independent, but at the same time, dependent on one another. So I think to me, that's like the beautiful dichotomy of what, humanity and life really is that we are dependent, but also independent of ourselves and each other and all things. It's kind of crazy.
Dependent and independent?
Yeah, because it's like the whole thing of like everything is completely different. Like we're all one snowflake. Well, we're all snowflakes.
Is it either on or off? I mean, you can be dependent and independent on different levels of the scale. I don't know.
Well, it's just, to me, it's the idea that you have to be yourself. You have to be different, right? Like you have to be independent, but you also have to rely on those around you to continue life, even in some levels. So even if it's not, you have to depend on all things, you still have to depend on some things.
Well, to some extent, I believe that the sovereignty of the independent spirit is important, but part of that is coming full circle to realizing that it's not all about you. So it isn't. It is an interdependent independence.
That's what I said, man. Life is just ironic.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
I would agree.
It's iconic. I know, that was my joke from before.
Iconic, don't you think?
I mean, I think so. It's like a spork. It's so ironic. It doesn't know what it is. It's cutlery, but you don't cut with it. You can spoon it. You can fork with it.
Neither a spoon nor a fork.
Parkway. It's neither. No, pocketbook. It's neither a pocket nor a book. Discuss. You what is it? You park your car in the driveway, but you drive your car on the parkway. What's that about?
Yeah, why?
Especially if you say it with a New England accent.
You read my mind, so I didn't have to say it.
But you have to. Come on.
What, you want the phrase?
You want the phrase? Are you a knock? Show me you're not one of wire.
Alabama.
Every time.
Oh, yeah, but now it's also Atlantis. I don't know. I think this is the thing, man. That's what I'm saying. We need to start doing
Atlantis.
We need to make some ITY apparel, right? We're talking about doing video and stuff. We got to do some apparel. We got to get some like t-shirts and sweatshirts and like seriously and
seriously,
all of them, man.
A couple of them out there. We need to.
I'm telling you, like that alone, right? In quotations with like the ellipsis, ... That'd be dope. A little cursive.
It's just a question mark.
I'm just saying, dude, we do that, then we can like get sweatshirts, right? And then on the back, we can put our names on it, like we're on a football team. That'd be awesome. We'll be cool. We'll be like the T-Birds.
What's this boy talking about?
What the heck?
On the telephone?
She over here making all sorts of noise. Even her phone is laughing at us. That's how hilarious we are.
Yeah.
Maybe some chili will show up sometime soon.
Actually, I made chili. We both had some. And cornbread. Yeah, you're right. She is jelly.
It's messed up.
I've never had chili.
You've never had chili ever?
I've been a vegetarian since I was 6, so
Yeah,
it's kind of like
So
nobody was making me vegan vegetarian chili.
But chili is basically vegetarian without the meat. You know what I mean? Like if you just don't put the meat in it, it's still chili. It's just now there's no like, dude, that like most of chili is not meat. It's mostly veggies, like it's beans and peppers and tomatoes and You know, all sorts of good stuff. You can put like, corn, potatoes, like everything, dude. It's a big, hearty.
Some people disagree. Some people say chili is not chili unless like you can have chili with no beans, but you can't have something. Yeah.
You can't have something.
Whatever. Like it has to be meat in there or something.
That is the worst idiom I've ever heard. I
wasn't really going for an idiom type of thing. Sorry. I'm a bit off.
What's the lesson in that? I don't get it. What just happened? This is the most confusing story. That's a great non sequitur. I'll tell you that. All right, good.
You're a great non sequitur.
Sometimes I am. I'm gonna have to agree with you on that. Yeah, it's I don't. Yeah,
so it is a different experience having to look at your face while I'm talking to you.
Wow, that sounded like really, really mean. It kind of did.
I said it like with a huge smile on my face, though.
Yeah, no, I think that's the even worse part. I was like, you just threw your muddy shoes into my couch and started digging.
And see, the thing is, like, when I say something like that, like, you assume that there's a negative to it.
Well, I mean, with the way you look.
There was nothing about what I said that was a negative thing.
After you do it, you reiterate just to make sure I'm aware that there was an indignant component to it. It's just like, I have to feel like the evidence shows me you're being kind of douchey.
Nah.
You're a witness.
Get your shoes off my couch, Charlie Murphy.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
We don't like each other at all.
You obviously don't like my couch, that's for sure. I don't know what my couch did to you, though.
Cocaine's a powerful drug.
Dude, cocaine's a hell of a drug. I was like, dude, do I look like the kind of man who would just dig my feet into another man's couch? Yeah, I remember doing that. You're like, wait, what? He was son of a, yeah. But then Charlie Murphy too, man. I love Charlie Murphy, the way he tells his stories. Well, he's very animated, and I dig somebody when they're orating, when they're telling their story. I like not so much gesturing, but more of like charades in a sense, where they're literally painting the picture with their hands. They're attempting to create shapes or form or dimensions to it to give it more depth. When I can get someone that can just tell a story, but then also has that ability on top to add to it, to decorate it, and really just like you said, to give the nuances. I like me some Charlie Murphy.
Do you feel like people using hand motions in their conversation gives the content more solidarity by making motions that
it paints the word picture literally? Well, because you're hearing what they're saying, you're getting the energy of how they're saying it, but which your brain's going to want to perceive and paint in a certain fashion. When you can get a physical indicator to either confirm or deny what you're attempting to correlate it to or draw the picture of, and it paints that picture a little bit easier, which I think just gets you to convey that story or idea better. So as somebody's expressing and I'm listening, it draws me in a little bit more. I mean, that's probably why I like puppets. It's just the animation.
I like turtles.
I'm a giant child. I like turtles too. I like pickles. I like table.
Nature's suction cup.
Lamp. Nature's suction cup. There you go with the UHF, man. That was good. That was nice. Yeah, I want to say I appreciate that our diversity of movie quotes has been growing, as well as we're also solidifying ourselves within them so that we can draw on them quicker. It's like rapid fire. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. We've been growing, my friend. I appreciate that. And no rebuttal. Nothing.
Sorry, I'm just
over here appreciating your banter, your ability to be a part of stuff, and then just.
It's been a long couple of days, so I'm like a little sleepier than normal because.
Yeah. Well, you're supposed to preface that. Typically, you preface.
I know. Yeah.
Any supposed possible ill-gotten ability to perform.
Oh, apologies said in advance.
Yeah, usually you're very upfront when you feel you're going to fall short.
Yeah, so I'm working on too much sleep now. So that's going to sound really horrible.
This is worse than double noodles.
Like I had a few days in the past 3 or 4 days where I've slept for, I would say 18 plus hours.
What is time? What is time?
It is nothing at that point. It's just
at that point,
it is a lovely existence.
You're a lovely existence.
I mean, obviously, not feeling well, but just disengage.
Disengage? What are you, a robot?
Complete disengage.
Is this like a shuttle mission?
Well, you have to. I mean, if you get sick, that's what you're supposed to do. You disengage.
Warp drive to the bathroom.
But the concept of time is I have to go to the bathroom or I'm hungry. Like there's
hopefully not at the same time. Hey-oh.
Yes. Not at the same time.
What is this? Is this not what we do here? Was that not allowed? What's high score? Is that bad? Did I break it?
Hey, Teach, how cool is?
What?
Aren't you proud of me? I'm the first one here.
Dude, I really enjoy the fact that we've been getting way more serious. Like we've had some really great deep conversations, but at the same time,
did we? I don't know.
We have, dude, especially, and we've talked about this several times, where our first series, like when we first started doing this way over a year ago, while the audio quality,
the rawness of it.
Yeah, dude, you know what? There was, and I think I even said that there was like a 36 chambers to it where there was like a rawness or a grittiness. So the audio quality was, in comparison to what we're doing now, absolutely horrid.
It was shite.
For what we were producing with what we had, yeah, it was actually really good. I mean, it's still like audio wise, it's decent. Especially when you once you realize what components you're using, it's like, holy crap, that's actually really good. It's like, yeah, well, we did what we could, but the content quality, however, I mean, that first series, like, I really feel like we were just kind of like just dumping it out there. Like we were really just pouring out our souls, and we kind of like little kids being liberated, felt this freedom and just started dispensing stuff. And we really just kind of like, just let it do its thing. We really got out of its own way and really just let the conversations happen. We really did step back from ourselves and just let reality drip from our mouths as we made this out of nothing, took it from an idea to actual fruition,
And what is it?
It's a conversation that continuously lives. You know what I mean? Like we brought this to life, and it's now breathing and thriving and growing. We nurture it and love it. It's beautiful. I love you, man.
Love you too, man. I'm out of coffee. I'm like, got nothing to cheers with. Not even water. Here, wait. There's a little bit of sludge left in here.
I love the effort, bro. Love the effort. But yeah, I mean, I love how we've been growing and continuing, but there's still very much is, and I think this is where you and I have always agreed, there really still is that rawness or honesty in our conversations, because we're going to do this whether there's mics or not. We're going to be having these conversations. Like we're going to sit around and like joke and drink beers and BS and have these conversations regardless.
If I don't have them with you, I have them with myself, which looks really crazy after a while. Like I kind of have to at some point. That's why this works for me, because if I read something or I hear about something, some kind of philosophy or whatever, I mean, I want to talk about this. Like, okay, this is a weird, different way of looking at reality. Like, what do you think about this? Well,
yeah, and I mean, and that's
you're not that you're the only peer I can look to, but you're the only one that really openly talks about weird, off the wall stuff with me. So, it just kind of works out.
Well, I'm a little weird and off the wall myself. Well, you and I would be having these conversations regardless. Now that we have, JD involved and she's kind of becoming a part of all of this, we've been having additional conversations outside of this that have been stimulating each one of us to kind of research our own thing, our own way, and then bring that back to one another to continue that conversation. Like this has been so beautiful in what it's generated, and coming from that honesty and rawness that we've been very adamant about maintaining, I think is really at the core of it. And I think that's a very beautiful thing. And, you know, every time we get to do an episode of anything, I think we're very much celebrating that. And that's, I don't know. I love being able to do this, man. This is a great thing.
Yeah, and I suppose the argument could be made to have a little bit more structure, but at the same time, I think it's worked out pretty well so far. So I don't know.
Well, see, and that's like, we're not like a radio show. We're not like a talk show. We're not really a podcast. Like
it's not the buzz. It's not.
We're a conversation. We're literally a nonstop, ongoing, continuous, very expanding, ever eclectic, totally diverse, accepted.
Like just sitting around here, just trying to discuss. Okay, what by definition does it mean to exist? You know, what does it mean to have consciousness? What does it mean to, do any one of these things to try and
physically, emotionally, spiritually.
Existence? What does that mean?
Yeah.
I'm talking about something that's intangible. One of my favorite topics is things that are intangible.
Because they're always thought experiments, right? Yeah, ineffable.
Ineffable.
I'm ineffable. But yeah, you always say that, thought experiments. And since I've heard that phrase from you, I myself now, when I would have these thoughts to myself, I kind of like quick little throw a shout out to you in a sense of little thought experiment. And that's what I do. And then I think about stuff.
I think everybody does little thought experiments. I mean, sometimes they're unintentional and unhealthy. You know, like sometimes if you ever got caught in a loop with a thought experiment and it's something negative that you don't want to think about, but it's like worst case scenario of like what you try to do in the next 6 months just completely fails you. You know? And it's important to have a daydream like that, but to keep it at arm's length, right?
Well, see, that's what you say. You can't not think about the negatives. Whereas me,
you can't act like it doesn't exist.
So me, where you would say you cannot think about the negatives, I would say I'm aware they exist. I prefer to only look for or witness the positives or what I attempt to view as my positive path to travel. So it's me maintaining my focus on what I think is going to continue my growth. Whether it's a lesson or a continuation, whether it's like a helping hand forward or a lesson that moves me backwards. Simple fact is I'm still on my path and I'm still moving forward. And I'm staying that way. I'm visioning that.
Just sometimes I know I'm just,
Pregnant pause.
Sometimes like I was just thinking about this while we were talking, but stop it.
You stop it. Go, come on.
I can't. You keep messing with me.
Go.
Wait, what were the 4 agreements?
Be impeccable. Take nothing personal. Make no assumptions. Do your best always.
What was I thinking?
You got to ask for information, and then you got to ask me, where was I going to go with it? But like, dude, bro, I had to tell you what you were talking about.
Because you keep trying to derail me. I told you I'm frail tonight.
Oh yeah, blame Philly D. I see how this is. This is where this is going to go for the night. Great, good to know. Again, you're supposed to preface all this stuff before we get started. You're just.
Oh, I didn't do that.
Yeah, I didn't exhale.
All right, man.
That's what Gutter says, right? I didn't exhale. Well, because it was Bill Clinton that said I didn't inhale.
That's right.
And yeah, while Gutter's at his congressional hearing or whatever, he's just like, I didn't exhale. It works for me, man. Yeah, freaking hippies putting them on. Gut man bangs 2 major bong blows and then bails. I'm sorry. That's a really...
It was way more than 100 pounds.
That's just a really good movie.
Sorry. Back to
Dude,
PCU.
David Spade's in that. He's the mega douche that runs the frat house. Where he's like, what is a blucher?
I love
what
how
is
you
a shoe for boating?
I love how you describe character roles. Like douchebag on the side. Like the...
Dude, he was. I mean, that's exactly what he was. Frat boy douchebag.
It's probably in the credits like that, right?
Yeah, like hardcore right-wing conservative frat boy douchebag. I mean, if you want to, you want to put a fine point on it.
Somebody write in what the actual title was in the credits.
We got a fact checker. You can ask her. Jeez. The heck. What do we need audience participation for?
It's always good to have audience participation.
Well, yeah, but not with fact checkers. Like we got on the fly right here, man. This take usage of our faculties.
I don't have any faculties.
I mean, at the moment, I can see this.
The head office is out to lunch.
No wonder you didn't want to have scotch with me earlier, man.
I'm telling you.
You had like one sip and you're all loopy now.
That's all it takes.
God, I hope you can make it home safe later.
I'm cleansing.
I'm cleansing. Well, it's better than clenching. It only makes it hurt.
Wow, man. I just don't even know where to go from here.
Well, you're not giving me much, so I'm kind of...
It's like when you find yourself in a strange cul-de-sac in a part of town you really don't want to be lost in.
Well, I just got like training day where he goes into the neighborhood and it's just like, you don't belong here. That's
just saying. If that's ever happened to anybody, raise your hand.
We can't see them raise their hand.
I don't care. Raise your hand. I'm so proud of you.
God, dude, we've been at this for over a year. You would think you understand how this radio thing works.
I don't care. I want people to raise their hand. I can feel them doing it right now.
I can feel, jeez. There's so many things wrong with that. Like there's so many, there's just, I mean, we're good.
Okay, what movie were you?
All your kids really touched me.
Dude, welcome to the party, pal. That was like so 5 minutes ago.
No, because I Googled something, but I don't think this is what you were talking about.
In the movie PCU, so the letters PCU, David Spade played a character. What was that character's name? That's what,
okay.
Yeah, I think it was like Rand something. Oh, I forget his last name. Because he was actually Jeremy Piven's roommate freshman year. And Jeremy Piven is just like crazy wild partier, having sex and getting drunk. And then here you have David Spade, this mega geeky nerd getting education, supposed to be, jobs already guaranteed because his parents know the right people kind of dude. Jeremy Piven just goes apeshit over it. Yeah.
Okay.
I want to say it's like Rand.
It is. It's Rand McPherson.
Rand McPherson. See, that's what I'm saying. That's a hell of a name right there. Hell of a name.
But there's also a movie called Douchebag, and in the credits, it actually says the douchebag and then the actor's name. So that's why I was like, I don't think this is what you were talking about, but...
No, but okay, so people actually do...
Yeah, man.
Name...
Well, he was the character of the movie, so...
That means when you're reading your copy of the script and it's time for you to speak, you're actually reading from douchebag. That's got to feel great.
Well, it could be worse. It could be douchebag number 3. I'm just saying.
At least you're number 1. I'm saying if you're going to be a douchebag.
As long as there's not a number after my my character's name, I think I'm good. Probably going to be a little bit higher up in the credits there
so
somehow.
Which one were you?
I was prostitute number 7. Number 7.
Kind of insignificant. I was in the background. You really couldn't see.
Yeah. It's the stuff that winds up on the cutting room floor. You never even get credit anyways.
That's what they said about you.
They say that I end up on the cutting room floor.
Yes.
Is that the joke? Yeah, you're hilarious. Wow.
It rubs the lotion on its skin.
Does this when it's told. Dude, you're just come with something original.
No.
I might laugh if it was Jesus. Next year,
yeah.
Next year, you're gonna be like, "What's in the box? What's in the box?"
Absolutely nothing.
And then you went to UHF, you know, that's what I did the other week.
Fair enough.
Yeah, right. Well, because you were like, "What's in the box?" and what I should have said was like, "Nothing, absolutely nothing. You're so stupid." But instead, I was like, "Red snapper."
Very tasty.
So I crossed from 7 to UHF, but not.
See.
It wasn't like a direct cross. There was like, it was an adjacent. It was UHF adjacent. What? It's a thing. Counts. What? Totally counts.
It does count.
Totally counts.
It's just where that's where the signal jumped in my head. So that's how it works.
The signal.
Yeah. That's how it works, doesn't it?
Like you're getting it from somewhere.
Similar.
Like you're plugged in.
Similar pathways. Certain memories will be grouped in with other memories.
Misty colored memories?
Due to similarity, you know.
Due to similarity?
Yeah, because the mind always looks for patterns. You know that, right?
Due to.
The human brain always naturally looks for patterns. Doo-doo.
I didn't say due to. I said doo-doo.
Doo-doo.
Yeah. You're like, yeah, doo-doo. And I was just like, he just said doo-doo twice, and he doesn't even realize it. Yeah, due to. Yeah, D-U-E space T-O. Yeah, no, I'm D-O-D-O. Doo-doo.
Doo-doo.
The doo-doo. The dirty brown. Yeah. That's where I went. I'm a child. What are you going to do with me?
That's why you keep derailing me.
In all honesty, it's pretty easy. You know what I mean?
It is tonight, especially.
What do you mean tonight?
This guy.
Like, we haven't done this before several times.
What happened?
Yeah, that's about right. Yeah. Yeah, the one episode, you're like, I ask a lot of questions. I was like, because you're not very bright. Let's be honest. You're like, wait, what happened? I was like, my case in point. This is exactly what I'm talking about here.
I didn't do nothing. Yeah.
I didn't exhale. Yeah, we're aware, buddy. We are fully aware. I do, in fact, smell muffins.
You see how I brought it all around there? You see how I did that?
But this is what we do. You wind up the monkey. I bring it back around again. We get the double tap, right? Because the again makes it funny. I wrap it up neatly with an eye. I'm telling you.
And me
saved all these people. So that's what I'm saying. Like, Weird Science. Which, we were drinking scotch earlier and quoting Weird Science because of it. Yeah, that's probably one of my favorite scenes. When they go to the bar in the house and ask for the scotch, and he's like, rocks are neat, and he's like, I'll just take the whole bottle, and he basically tells me he's going to shove it up his butt, and I'll take it on the rocks. Yeah, that's what I thought you'd say. One of my absolute favorite scenes. And there's so many good ones, though.
Yeah, and you were saying that while I was trying to explain to you that good scotch needs not be watered down. Maybe a splash, or like a tiny ice chip or something, just to.
Well, to bring it below room temp, you know what I mean? Like, it should be cellar temp. So if you serve it cellar temp, yeah, man, straight up.
Like 50, 55.
Yeah, 56 and a half, 220, 221, whatever it takes.
Okay, all right.
Dude, how long has it been since I've said that? Wow. I'm evolving. Look at me. I'm growing and stuff.
Maybe. I don't know. I'd have to go back and
what? Oh, come on now. It's been way more than 100 pounds.
You can keep trying.
Dude, I will. I
will.
Why are you saying that? Why am I saying what way?
I like when people do that when they say what.
What? Even the lot was what, yeah.
It's what.
Yeah, why do you got to say it like that? I don't know. That's how it was spelled.
Quiet.
Well, it's like with silent letters and stuff. Why we got silent letters, man? What's that about?
I don't know. And how can you can just decide on any letter to be silent? Could it just have like a silent R? or silent Z? I mean, like, why do you get to choose? I mean, if it's silent, why does it matter? Why does it have to be a silent E?
I feel like a silent
Q.
Q.
Like a silent Q would just be awesome because it would kind of add that extra little.
See, I
like,
feel
how
like
do you pronounce that? It doesn't matter. It's silent.
Yeah, that's the thing is I feel like like a silent Q or X or Y or Z just so we can use those letters more so that they don't feel left out.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's the thing. We should do it for the other letters, man. Like, they need to belong, right? Inclusion. It's a good thing. We need to get everything involved, including the letters. Let's do it.
So like, if you got a silent letter, just switch it up with whatever.
Man, just throw it in there. Well, like, dude, look at Django.
Throw in a 10-point.
What about Django, bro? That shit starts with a
Z.
D. You don't pronounce it.
Who?
Django.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Or Chevrolet. There's a T on the end of that, man. Nah, it ain't there. Or like comb.
Or Merlot.
Well, what about
Merlot?
What about knowledge?
Knowledge. Kicking it like knowledge.
I'm saying, what about knowledge? I mean, that's perfectly
Knife?
acceptable. Knife or knight. I mean, that's a silent letter. Who said K was okay, but Q's not?
That's what I'm saying, man.
Or make it a Z.
Let's liberate all of the alphabet.
You know, did you?
Why does Q always have to have a partner? You.
That's a good point too. What's up with that?
Dude, I know there's at least 2 jokes in there.
Okay.
2. There's at least 2. I know there's at least 2. That's oddly specific.
Yeah, how many things can you spell with a Q that you don't actually use a U right after it anyway? It kind of goes together. It's a Q.
There's a QI, which is an alternate spelling for chi. Yep.
Yeah.
There's a
That's not
QAT.
English.
Well, technically it is.
Well, adopted, I guess.
Because, I mean, in Chinese, it would be a character and not the letters QI.
It's key. Pronounced.
I don't care.
Yeah.
We talking about Q without the U, not pronunciations.
Right.
But in English word.
An English word.
Yeah, but that's an English word of Chinese.
So,
Is it though?
So knowledge, right? You got a K there you don't pronounce. English words.
K.
K.
And the K has to be associated with the N.
That's not fair. What's up with that?
They're insignificant on their own.
All right, everybody, grab hands, buddy system.
You only get a sound if you have a buddy.
Oh. I don't even, dude, there's so many jokes in here. I know, dude, I got to come back to these. Something about the extra leg
You're
on
gonna be talking over your own dead silence.
holding them down.
You're going to listen back and talk over your own dead silence.
I will.
I know you will.
No, we can't do that, man. We don't edit here. This is all live, all the time, all real.
Edit. I'm saying you'll be throwing out all the jokes you missed during the
jokes and jokes. Sorry.
While you're listening. All right.
Dude, I'm sorry. I just got Dave Chappelle with the sheep legs and the flute.
I cannot have a serious conversation at all with you. No, what were we talking about? What happened?
I'm sorry. No, I'm good. Everything's really okay. Everything's fine here now. Thanks. How are you? Star Wars? Nobody? Great, thanks. Way to back
No,
up
I
on
know
that
nothing
one.
about the sports.
You don't know Star Wars.
Sorry.
Dude, you know what? I'm going to drive to your house and I'm going to force you to watch the trilogy with me. We're going to sit there. We're going to watch all 3 in a row. No bathroom breaks or nothing.
What? Ow, what the?
We're going to wear the pens and everything. I'm not messing around here, people.
I'm going to make it really enticing, you know what I'm saying?
Full immersion. Need some intensity. Sorry.
Anyhow.
I'm getting a hold of myself. Calm yourself.
You're
Easy. I got it. All right, we're good.
You got it? Take a little sip of your soda there.
Dude, it's fruited saison.
I'm out of refreshments.
Yeah, well, whose fault is that, bro?
It's mine.
Yeah, I mean, I made you coffee and stuff.
Yeah.
And I bought a scotch and stuff.
Delicious, by the way. Thanks for the coffee.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome for the scotch, too.
Yeah, I got to take it easy on that, though.
Well, yeah, no, you already had some. But that's cool, because we got more for later.
It's delish.
Yeah. Well, now we have, we have our ITY bottle. So whenever we, from here on out until we finish that, and then we'll have to get something else, man.
Single malt scotch.
Yeah, next time we're going to do tequila. I was going to do tequila this time, but it was a celebratory thing, right? Because I got it for our 100th episode together. So, I wanted it something I knew I was going to enjoy, but also you. So it had to be something we would both equally enjoy, as well as I wanted it to be something I wouldn't typically pick up. I'm not a big 15-year guy, I like my 12 years and
That's
my 21s.
Yeah, I think I've had the 12 and I've had the 18, but I don't think I've had the 15.
18 for me, I'm not an 18 fan. 21 is where we really start to settle back out, at least for my palate. So the 12 and the 21s are dope. 15 and 18s for me are usually a little too oaky, but this is not.
18 was a very distinguished.
Oh yeah. It was
very clean, but interesting, subtle notes to it.
To me, it was soft but broad. So while it was very smooth in its approach, it still had a lot coming at it.
Nothing like this. This is definitely much more.
This is very balanced.
It's balanced, but it's still got that nice. I said the caramel notes to it.
Yeah, a little. It's not. It's got a nice color, nice body. It's not too aggressive in. And there's nothing in that cup, bro.
I got nothing. I can't even take a little.
You just keep picking up an empty cup. That's why he's got scared face. You got my M&M scared face mug. Wait, now he's eyeing up the bottle of scotch, dude. How thirsty are you? So thirsty.
I'm so thirsty.
I'm willing to drink more scotch, even though I swore up and down before.
Just sounds awesome.
Just like when I crack my beer. It's proof that it's us. We're really drinking. It's true.
They even give you a little dog dish.
That is, dude, you do not dare put that in there. We're keeping the bottle. We're keeping the container.
See how I did that?
We're
the top for the box becomes like a little. It's like a little dish.
Yeah,
maybe that's an ashtray, so you can, while you're hanging out, you could put your cigar on there or something.
You put your weed in it.
I mean, can I just take a sip from this? It kills germs.
No. You can use one of the glasses or something, man. This only had water in it. Here, use that.
Just a sip. Can I just pour it in my hands?
Licking the bottle, gross. Putting your germs all up on it.
Dude, it kills germs.
No, it doesn't. It entices them. It says, hey, man, party's over this way. That was weak sauce. It's not even in all the way.
Just bang.
It's my bottle. I'll do what I want. It's my bottle. Yeah, you want to put this back in there and then cap it off?
That's what she said.
Yeah, that is what she said. Wow, see, maybe a little more scotch will get in you. You might be doing better, but of course, we're almost to the end of the show, and now you're just starting to wake up. That's good. Good job there, buddy. Almost over for the evening, and you're just now starting to.
I was off, right? God, just roll with it, man.
I really don't know what I'm going to do with you sometimes. I question myself.
That makes two of us.
At least I don't I'm not up late at night wondering. I'm not losing sleep over it, so it's not that
I don't
bad.
either. And it's me. You'd think I would, but I don't.
Well, at least lately you've been sleeping a lot, so maybe you've been so stressed about it that it's depressing you. Is that what it is? Do I depress you?
No.
You just want to sleep them off.
I would not say your role in my life is not fill that niche. No.
Is this your bush? Got a special bond with this bush?
That's not your bush.
What are you, king of the forest? Yeah, I mean, dude, we've
It's good to share. It's good to laugh. It's good to be open and lighthearted. Question everything.
That's what we do.
Enjoy the nuance of life, right? I mean,
we celebrate all of this too. You know, we've definitely gotten to a place where there's a lot more comfort
100
between you and I. Well, because I mean, all right. So remember originally, like the first series. In all honesty, besides the audio quality being complete crap, you're overthinking of stuff because there's awareness of all the equipment. You know, the cables are here, the mic's there. I have to talk this way. I got to stand that way. I got to face over here. Like you're trying to be cognizant of your surroundings to bring about decent quality. At the same time, attempting to be free.
We were never worried about any of these things. That's why it's still kind of alien to me.
What do you mean? Well, no, originally you were
it was just the two of us talking.
Oh, before we started recording and everything. Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. So once we started recording, originally, especially like that first series, you were so conscious of the equipment that it allowed for us to modify, you know what I mean? Like the first few episodes were just straight out. Like I said, we were just basically like, blah, just venting, letting it flow, celebrating it. But then as we got into it more and more, all of a sudden there became this consciousness of just like, oh, there's equipment and this and that. And I have to enunciate and make sure I speak out and, you know, keep my tone and da-da-da. And we were finally coming away from that. We're getting back to where I feel there's that give and receive of original back and forth that we had, and comfort and confidence on both our parts as we've grown together in doing this. That's really made for.
Well, like I said, I find it's in the times where we're doing a recording where not that I forget the mic is here, but it's just an extension of you and I. That's all this is.
Well, yeah, like you said, we've, we get out of our own way.
You have to, man.
Well, and that's
you have to.
I think that's what separates us from.
Salud.
Oh, dude, na zdrowie. I think that's what separates us from other shows. That's why I said we're not a radio show. We're not a podcast. You know, we're not like a talk show. It's really just a conversation that continues. You know, we interject some comedy to keep it light, and
please never look at this for like accuracy or like factual information source.
The views and opinions of do not represent the
This is just if my head goes in a certain direction, I'm just like I'm just going to talk about it.
Well, this is not the real song. This is just the tribute.
This is just a tribute,
right? We couldn't remember.
Okay, Jack.
Thank you. I appreciate that. He's funny. I like him. If they make a movie about us, I want him to play me. No, I really have to say is I've if I don't say this enough, especially, I really do appreciate you. I appreciate you coming on this journey with me and the things we've been doing. You know, especially with where we've come from, how we started, and where we're at now, and you know where we're literally on the cusp of possibly changing things and moving forward. You know, forever evolving, forever changing, really embracing that. You know, walking the walk, not just talking it. You know,
try to see things for what they really are. Try not to avoid a difficult conversation.
Just always be respectful.
Be willing and open and fully respectful of everyone else. And
well, that's where I think the whole 4 agreements of being impeccable, take nothing personal, make no assumptions, and do your best always. When you're having those conversations with people, when they're expressing themselves, you're not going to take it as them sitting there waiting for you to stop talking so that they can talk. You're not going to make that assumption or take it personal, no matter what they say or how they say it. And then you're going to attempt to be impeccable with your response or your actions or reactions and doing it the best that you can always. When you're coming at things in that fashion, even if the other person was being personal or mean or rude or, polite, whatever it was, your reaction or action is going to be, the change in the world that you wish to see. And it's going to keep you positive. It's going to keep you focused. And regardless of how people want to act or react, it's going to still keep you on your line. And I think that's a beautiful thing. And that's something that I've witnessed between both of us as we've been doing this, really growing in those fashions, just in ourselves, and then seeing it external of ourselves and with each other and our families and things. Like, dude, it's been a beautiful ride this past, year plus, just getting started on it. And it's a really amazing thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just, I appreciate you, and I thank you. And now that we got this lady over here too, I appreciate you coming on this ride with us. So to both of you, salud, good health.
Word. And thanks very much for the anniversary bottle that you picked up for us.
That's what I'm saying, man. But we also have that Father Oblivion bottle that our guy Scott brought us.
Oh, we're trying to add to the
That's what I'm saying, dude. We're gonna have to start getting man. We're gonna have to start getting like some shelves and stuff, and really, making the studio a permanent thing, because that's really what we've gotten ourselves into. So we've been growing and
gotten ourselves into.
Yeah, well, dude, because think about that. We started with a phone plugged in with lapel mics, double lapel mics, sitting facing each other, hanging out in your garage or my kitchen or something, talking about stuff, to us sitting at a table.
Poor lighting, poor sound.
Yeah, to poor everything. And now we have, a great mixing board, proper microphones, like a full table. We got a fact checker. Like, this is a thing, man.
As long as we
got t-shirts, bro.
That's all I gotta say. As long as we keep it us. But yeah, on the tail end of that, I love to end an episode with just remember those that you care for, and don't assume that they know. Tell them any chance you get that you love them.
Oh yeah, man. That's beautiful. And that's true. Take every moment, be grateful for it.
Forget about the argument, because it's really not worth it.
Yeah, appreciate what you have. Don't be upset about where you were at. Just be grateful that you have each other. That's for sure. Yeah, man, that's a beautiful thing. And that's what I love about what we do. So, but yeah, this is, I'm telling you, and we thank you for stopping by and listening to us, Philly D.
Mr. Gemini.
Miss JD.
Yeah, and as always, be good to yourself and be good to everyone else.
Much love.
Love you, fam. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.